Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee Wallach. We're here each and every day at 8 a.m. and we explore life. We ask questions. We put out thoughts. I'm not saying my thoughts are right. I'm saying my thoughts are there to cause us to think, to ask questions. And when we ask questions and we think, we can expand because we're exploring life at a deeper level. But if we're not asking questions, we're not exploring. And I think we were meant to be explorers. Why do we explore? I think we explore for us to get a greater level of awareness or self-realization. Self-realization is to continue to go beyond what you perceive yourself to be to what you are, which is infinite. There's an infinite nature to you. There's infinite possibilities for you to explore. There's infinite ways to experience life, but we have imprisoned ourselves through beliefs that are very limiting, that are not allowing us to explore our magnificence. Man, what a drag that is. If you're with someone and all they want to do is keep you the same way, you don't want to be with that person all that long. Am I right? Of course I am. You want someone who's free, someone who gives you the right to be adventuresome, or that they're adventuresome and you like to be an adventure with them. I know that's what I like about my partner, Jean. She gives me the freedom to be me. And let me tell you, because she's given me that freedom, I use it. I'm always exploring new things. And then what do? Come back and share. I come back and share, and sometimes we do it together. Sometimes we don't. You see, partnerships are interesting. Being in partnership doesn't mean you do everything together. Do you get that? That's the illusion. Well, I've got my soulmate. We do everything together. I don't think so. I think this idea of a soulmate is absolute nonsense. I may have pressed a button, but let me explain why I say that. Think about what the soul is. The soul is an infinite expression of you that is part of the oneness, part of all that is. The soul already is perfect. It doesn't need anything. So if the soul is perfect and the soul doesn't need anything, does the soul need a mate? Good question. Does the soul need a mate? I think not. I think in our human form, a mate is more fun. It's fun to be with other people. It's fun to choose to be in partnership with others. And here's the thing. No one person can satisfy everything you desire in a partner. That's why I have many partners. Many partners. Now, I have one wife with very specific agreements about our relationship. But outside of that, I have many people in my life that are supporting, loving me, and I'm supporting and loving them. It makes life fun. Do you get that? If you're only with one person, oh my God, that is boring. Even if my partner, Jean, was with me all the time, it would be boring because we have no time to grow. We've got no time to expand. And where do we grow and expand? When we're by ourselves, when we're doing things for ourselves. You see, here's the thing that I've come to understand is that we only learn through experience. No one, I can tell you all the stuff I'm telling you right now. It's not going to be any value to you until you experience it for yourself. Once you experience it for yourself, that's gold. That's self-awareness. We're back to that self-awareness. You become the brighter light. That's what awareness is. Awareness is that the light that you are shines brighter because you're authentic. So let me give you an example of something you can test. I have been promoting very hard. Have I been promoting doing deep breathing the way that my friend that I've never met, but I feel like I know him, Wim Hof does, W-I-M-H-O-F. I've been doing his breathing technique for over a year. Jean and I do it every morning for 22 minutes. We do 5 rounds of Wim Hof breathing. And I say to people, test it. How do you test it? Do it for a week. Every morning for a week, do 11 minutes. Go online, YouTube, Wim Hof breathing technique. There's one for 11 minutes. It's a slower technique. Do it for 7 days. And then skip a day and see how you feel. What you're going to find is you're not going to feel as good. Why? because it feels good for the body to oxygenate. It feels good to slow down and be in that state. That's what deep breathing does. You stop the thought process because you're so focused on the breathing. And in the breathing, you're taking in all this life-giving oxygen. And this oxygen naturally heals the body and brings a sense of peace to the mind. Yeah, that's Quentin, you're absolutely right. Breathing has been a game changer for you in 2020, and it's safe to breathe. It's free. Do you realize you don't have to pay anyone to breathe? They'd like you to, but you don't. Breathing, and what is breathing? It connects you. It connects you, realizing that your breath is life. Without the breath, there is no life. So every time you're taking a conscious deep breath in, you're visualizing, I am breathing in life. And this life that I'm breathing in is nourishing every cell in my body. And when you create that visualization, oh my God. Yes, Lori, yes, it makes you feel lightheaded. I know. That's part of the process. It's okay to feel lightheaded. That's because your body is oxygen deprived. And so it's not used to it. The more you do it, the less lightheaded you'll feel. And then when you're done, you'll feel very, very, very euphoric. Good morning, Tanisha, Kavita, Zoe, Bennett, Lori, Quentin. I forgot to say good morning to all of you out there. Anyone else out there, please check in. Let me know you're out there. This is a little community. Don't tell anyone. We're forming a community where we can talk, where we can explore, where we can expand, where we can look at things differently, where we can come together without judgment and say, hey, Lee's different, Tanisha's different, Lori's different, Quentin's different, Kavita's different, Zoe's different, Bennett's different. We're all different. Guess what? It's okay. We're supposed to be different. We're not supposed to be alike in any way, shape, or form. So if you're trying to be like someone, give it up. Be you. That's self-realization. That's what you're really seeking. You're really seeking to first find, what is that authentic self that I am? Who is that? Who is Lee Wallach? And then once I discover who he is, oh my God. Yesterday, I did a private values session with someone. We spent an hour one-on-one, and when they got done, they had clarity about what is meaningful to them. Greater clarity than they've ever had before. Now, with that clarity, they take their life and they make the clarity the basis of how they live. But until you've discovered what it is you are, what your highest values are, what really means something to you, you're living by the values of others. And that's not a good life. That's someone else's life. That's not your life. So this journey we are on, that's an omelet right there. I made this incredible, wonderful vegetarian omelet, but I think there's an onion right there. And so I'm realizing that onion. I should have had more to drink afterwards. So anyway, sometimes I just need to pause and stop talking. Self-realization is understanding that you're more than your body. You're more than your mind. It also means that you're infinite. And so what you're realizing in self-realization is that I can connect with the higher part of me. I can become the observer at any time. Also, what else can happen is once I know what is really in my DNA that is seeking to express, I then put all my energy into that expression. And then what happens in life is I live a life and I feel fulfilled. See, I believe that there's three things in life we want. Number one, to feel connected to something greater. Number two, to love ourselves and love others. And number three, to feel fulfillment as we live our lives. When we get that, we can now become self-aware and make all of our decisions go in that direction. I think it's a great way to start this day, don't you? So ask those questions for yourself. Who am I? What do I want to experience? And if you've got those questions, bring them back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Write them in the comment section. We'll explore them together. I'm here for you. And if you've got something you want to talk about, I'd love to chat with you about that. So until tomorrow, if no one tells you this, I will. I love you just the way you are. I accept you just the way you are. So go be you, your magnificent you self. Until then, aloha.